Right guys, so what I'm going to do today is, I've got my Chinese diesel heater out. I've had it for a few years now, since before the pandemic. What I plan on doing, I'm going to build a little box for it so it can go outside, waterproof it. What I've got some scrap bits I've just been kicking about. What else do I need? Oh, I need some legs and some... Yeah, so I'm going to build a little box, put some legs on it and have it come through the wall. That's my plan. So yeah, I've got the little Chinese diesel here, never been used before, brought I think 2019, before the pandemic. I've got some bits of timber, so let's see what we can make here. I think what I'm going to do is, I like where it's at, so I'll take a 2 inch off there, it's about 2 inches, maybe a little bit more, do the same here, measure up sides, make some sides for it. Probably make a little hat for it so I can open it and refill it. What I might do is actually, I might blackjack the box and then wrap it in rubber, just so it's impatient. Okay, as you've just seen, so I just resized some scrap wood. Now this is scrap wood. I got this stuff secondhand myself, probably out of a skip on a building site. And then I've reused it, and I've reused it again. So I've got no real measurements. All I've got is the object. That's it, just the object. So all I said, this is scrap wood, it's just a box to sit outside, so there's no real reason to be really specific with all these type of things, I don't think. I can just quickly knock it out. Right, let's get it all screwed up then, shall we? I say screwed up, actually I'm going to nail it. And as you might have just seen in the time lapse there, I just dropped my fucking nail on the floor. Never lend your tools to anybody. Never lend your... Okay, so there we go, little box. Take no time at all. Banged a ton of nails in it with a nail gun. There we go. And this the paint, cool. So I'm going to probably cut this cable, extend that all the way back through. So I've got the controller back here in the actual workshop. The 12 volt power I'll be using 11.4 to 16 volt, so 12 is perfect. Really, but a little smaller one there. On a couple of old hinges. So one thing. There we go. Got a lid. Couple of hinges. Doesn't sit flush because the handle is still on it. That's bits done, so I need to cut a hole in the bottom for the exhaust and the air and back in. And I need to really open it up and just look at this connection before I go and cut it. There might be some extra wire or something I can use because this looks a bit too short. So So this here is the air line, this is the exhaust. Not very big. So I will find a copper adapter and run that, I think that's 20 mil. So I'll run that up to 27 mil copper adapter, I believe. And then I made this. I took the original filter thing, whipped that off, got a motorbike filter, glued that in there, and my plan is to run it from outside the tube, the airline, run it in up the wall, then come in up here somewhere, along, across the top and over to here. So it's dangling over here, because they say the best way to run these is have the air intake at the coldest part of the room and furthest away. So that's the opposite ends of the room if it's up there, and the bing-a-ding-ling's down there. Oops. Take this apart and buy the adapter plate, which changes this into a 3-inch, I think, 75 mil. So there's one tube in, down the bi-split tube. So it comes in on one, splits off on two. Get one to come into this part, run the tube along the wall and just have a vent just stuck onto the wall there, and it will circulate itself, I think. Get on site there, a bit of cherry pick work, and we're going to get straight into some blackjack, tar. I'm going to waterproof this box real quick, do the bottom first, flip it over, do the rest of the box, let it dry out, and then strip this down real quick. Let's have a quick look at the inside of this. So there's a better connection that I can come from, so I can connect extend this, and then build a small little bracket shelf type thing along here where it can sit. Once I've done that, got it in place, got it mounted to the bracket, I'll then coat it in some rubber. I'll probably just measure it up in here first. Alright, let's crack on and get this done then. Blackjack. That's the good stuff. It's that dinosaur juice right there. That'll stop the shit from ever going off. Let's get this pen, I can't do this one now. So I got the box all painted and done like that. I'll waterproof inside. Well, I haven't bothered doing inside, so a little point. Just touched it. And then I'll strip this apart to pull the nuts and stuff off, and little computer. And it's got a nice connection on the end. So I am wiring, adding a new extension of wire, about 2 meters of wire to it, so I'm just soldering them up and then putting the sleeves on and stuff. I've got a big sleeve there to finish it off. Yeah, just a little heat shrink sleeve, get that on there. Yeah, it should be good. So we got them all wired up, so I've added 2 meter extension onto the actual machine itself, back on the plug. And the box though is drying. So I'll have a look at the rear cable, see how much we've got on there. It's really simple though, so I'll quickly knock that one out, so that's ready to go. We're almost ready there. I ordered the front, the old tingly dongler. That's on its way, not sure when it's going to turn up though, because there wasn't a fast delivery for it. But yeah, the old Chinese diesel meter is getting there. The hole is now in. Pop that out. So cut a hole with a new little bracket frame around it. So it looks like a proper little mouse hole. Insulation boards. And then I'll exit on the wall. And then I'll put a And a bracket around there, I'll make one out of wood. Okay, so the diesel heater has been installed for about a month now, I believe. And going really well. I think I need to put some fuel in right now. So all the added parts, so I bought 2 of everything. I've got 2 of these pipes, a splitter for when the workshop actually gets bigger. Changing it over to this 75mm outlet is just a game changer really. So obviously that's outside. From outside, you can see obviously my power runs indoors, my control unit runs indoors. Put it conveniently there so I can just fill it up when I'm indoors. Down here is the inlet. I haven't finished it off to put the cap on it yet. It's coming down from here. It's got a big old space in there, so it's not touching on there actually. You can see the way through. Power. So the control unit is here, up on the wall, and obviously get remounted. Power itself, I bought one of these £15 boxes from Amazon, absolutely brilliant. And whoever says that this is no good and it wrecks the machine if the power trips out, blah blah blah, it's an absolute load of rubbish. I've tripped out my lights quite a few times recently, and this trips out along with everything else and comes back on. It does what it's supposed to do. It surges power, it stops power, it's a breaker. Nothing's getting damaged. This will fire right back up on its own if the power only just trips out for a minute or so. If it's out for any longer, then you just have to press start again. 15 bucks or whatever it was, just under 20 quid on Amazon. Absolutely bloody perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Straight up on 12 volt though, no problem at all. Giving it exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So yeah, diesel heat is good, worth the extras, warms this place up. I keep it on 3 bars. When I start it up, move it down to 2, it warms up all of this workshop in minutes. It's brilliant. Yeah, absolutely worth it, really is. Worth changing it over, so it's a 3-inch 75mm tube. And I've got obviously the extras as well, so I can actually make it into other parts of the room. But I think I might end up moving it, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's the diesel heater done, and God, it worked well.